Just give my money, just give my money. My money, it's my money. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I think honestly today was a very interesting slash confusing day. What's the saying? Comparison is the death of all joy, or something like that. I feel like in today's world, it's so hard not to compare. Like, it's so hard not to compare your life to someone else's, or just to compare where you were or where you expected yourself to be. It's so hard not to do that, and I think like this shit doesn't come with a handbook, but you know, on some days, it's way easier for you to have a goal in mind and believe in that goal and be able to see that goal and see like where you could be when you finish that goal. And other days, it honestly feels like you might never meet that goal. Put on these. Let me know how you guys feel about these. Homie of mine gave them to me. Shout out to Chell for that. But I almost did not film today, just simply because when you start to listen to this thing up here a little too much, it can skew your direction, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys just heard that. Sorry. But yeah, so just like today was just a day where it's like it just things just felt like is what I'm doing, the creative things that I'm doing or the things that I throw myself into, will they end up being able to support me, right? I got a little caught up in that today. But I'm glad I opened the laptop and still recorded either way. I was in class today and I ended up like just falling asleep. I woke up like I'm like dozing off like I look up, my teacher's just looking dead at me while she's lecturing, and I'm like, oh, right, type shit. I think 16-year-old me imagined myself in a completely different place than I am in right now. And I don't think that's really bad. 16-year-old me had a very vivid imagination. But just today, it just really felt like, dang, you might be doing all this for quote unquote nothing. And what is nothing? What I think nothing honestly means, just give my money, just give my money. My money, it's my money. And that's what it probably like. That's what it means. As you get older, the magic that you feel as like a kid just slowly just begins. Like the volume just turns down and down and down until you have to find that shit in everyday life for yourself. I think that's what it is. Like some days it's just really it's really easy to find that, and other days it's not. That's the important part, just like trusting that some days it's going to be easy to find those goals and some days it's not. But I think on the days where it's not, that's like where it's the most important, where you got to really lock in and like find the discipline. Like I really was about to just take a nap and just like let my brain just kind of recalibrate, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you need to do that, please do that. I think one of my biggest goals is just to be able to travel. I really want to see the world, and I'm going to see the world. But I've seen my family in Puerto Rico, I've seen my family in St. Croix, I've seen family in Florida, been in New York, been to Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm thankful enough to be able to have left the state of Virginia, but one day I do hope to leave America and bring you guys with me as well. Bring all my artistic endeavors with me as well. I think also today I was working on a song. I just couldn't make a song. In between classes, sound like dog shit. And I think whenever that happens, it kind of puts me in a weird place I have to stop myself out of. Shit. Back to the topic of comparison, my generation, like growing up with like social media, constantly seeing other people's lives. Ooh, and I'm grateful for it just because of like networking purposes and meeting new people so quickly. But also, it's just like it's just no gray area. Like Instagram is just black and white, like success or failure, or that's just not the human experience, or at least my experience. Like my experience lies very much in that little gray area of not knowing what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? Just not knowing. I enjoy living in that place. I think I thrive in that place. I thrive in the place of anything could fucking happen today. Anything. Anything could happen to me. Like I could see anything today. But also sometimes I wake up and I'm like, dang bro, am I ever gonna get to where I see in my head? I've tried like approaching artistic projects in an unbalanced way, throwing myself completely into a project and not getting to where I want to with it, allowing that to affect how I see the whole project as a whole. And the project was just there to teach me, even if it's just a small lesson, just teach me a lesson that may not be the one that I expected to gain. But I think I definitely feel like this year for me has been a year that has shown me I am like really the only one that can stifle my own growth, and get in my own way. And I think that has been like my number one thing this whole year is, Mosiah, get the fuck out of your own way. And that's when it's like saying yes to things I wouldn't say yes, usually say yes to, taking better care of myself, loving myself more than I, pouring more love into myself than I pour into others, because I have a habit of just pouring all my love into other people just because like I genuinely care for the people I love. But I was just reminding myself to get out of my own way. Like I am the only person that can stop me from getting where I need to go. And I think that is, I had to remind myself of that. So that's the reason why I ended up opening this laptop, is because like I'm not gonna let myself get in my own way. I'm not gonna let the brain that sends thoughts through, I'm not gonna let those thoughts linger. You gotta like see a thought and just like watch it like just like flow through your mind. I'm sorry I keep taking these glasses on and off. They just, it's like they look cool. I can't really see, so I'm just gonna do it. But I could do it all. I gotta remind myself also to not compare. You know, we see a lot of people becoming like these rich public figures at such a young age these days, where it's like, yo, why the fuck is that happening to me? Not saying that, you know, feel obligated to or entitled to it. Oh, what's the saying? Like, he only needed a platform. It's like, but I don't want to give excuses to I don't want to make excuses for myself. Just gotta continue to do the work, whether it gets me nowhere, whatever nowhere means. Just get my money, my money, it's my money. Or it gets me somewhere. But being able to travel and take a few people that I love with me, you know. Yeah, but that was my day today. I have a Photoshop assignment due by midnight tonight. Also got to clean my apartment. I've been putting that off for a while. Um, so